I note that the new Deputy Federal Liberal leader, Susan Lee, said the other day, no doubt trying to be clever, that the Prime Minister was, quote, waving goodbye to Australia's energy crisis from the tarmac as he departed for his trip to Indonesia. I'm sorry, these are the sort of juvenile comments that the public are fed up with. Only deputy because there was no one else. Susan Lee needs to do a lot better than this to prove that she's worthy of the role. The truth is, an energy crisis doesn't happen overnight. Australians know that. The energy crisis, as I've explained for years, has been cooking for years. It's been a mixture of bad ingredients, like the constant demonisation of fossil fuels, and here is the end result. And you know who was in power for the past 9 years? The coalition. The idea that a Labor government comes into power and a week or two later the energy crunch occurs due to the high demand for electricity during winter and the fact that we export most of our coal and gas overseas, and that's why the crunch is happening. So Susan Lee, simple message to you, do better. Anthony Albanese's trip to Indonesia, look, forget the politics. I don't think he's put a foot wrong. It's been a huge success. Why? Because Indonesia is not only a neighbour, but also a democracy and home to 279 million people. That is a whopping market. Albanese was joined by his Trade Minister, Ed Husic, and Industry Minister Don Farrell, as well as Penny Wong. But not only that, nearly a dozen of Australia's top business leaders were there as well. People like the Commonwealth Bank's Matt Comyn, a good man, where CommBank has had a presence in Indonesia for 25 years. Matt Comyn said it's a very large market. It's a huge population with a good growth profile. And for Australian business, it's definitely a market they should be considering, unquote. This is an economic partnership we must foster. All the talk about having to find markets other than China and to stop putting all our eggs in the one basket, well, this is what Albanese is doing. Working closely with Jakarta has and always should be a priority for any Australian government. Yes, the government has inherited a very strong bilateral relationship from the coalition, but Indonesia is still yet to crack Australia's list of the top 10 trading partners. For us, Southeast Asia is it. We're not a part of Europe or of the Americas. This is on our doorstep. Now, I know Susan Lee reads numerology. Maybe she should flick through an atlas as well. Professor Anwar from Jakarta's Research Centre for Politics said, the road to Jokowi's heart will be business and investment, referring to President Joko Widodo. The Prime Minister said on Monday night, while donning a batik shirt, the official Indonesia textile, he said, the truth is that our economic relationship has struggled to keep pace with the reality of Indonesia's extraordinary economic rise. The new Australian government that I lead is determined to turn that around. We're putting trade and investment at the heart of our regional and international agenda. We see Indonesia as central to our trade diversification plan, unquote. Well, Australians, forget your politics, should be cheering. The never-ending aggression of the Chinese government and their ad hoc trade blackmail is economically not sustainable. We have to diversify. Full marks to Anthony Albanese on this one.